Hello friends, this is Russian Torts here, and today's video is gonna be different than my usual videos in that it's not going to be about pets at all. I am not gonna mention any of my pets throughout the whole video because this is a start of what I hope to be a new series, depending on how well you guys like it. And I want to start doing some vlogs, so I think that'd be a nice addition, not about pets, just about my life a little bit. So these videos are going to be a little bit more personal. They're going to be about my life, what I'm going through in my life. So I know I'm putting myself out there to you guys' harsh judgment, but so far I've not seen a reason to believe that this is going to be a bad experience, because so far all my subscribers seem to be really awesome people. So let's get started with today's topic. And before we get started, I'm gonna record two of these videos today. Gonna upload one today, gonna upload one tomorrow, and then gonna see how you guys like it, and based on feedback I might do more in the future, or this might just be another failed playlist. So today what I want to talk about is the fact that lately, for the last about 2-3 weeks, I've been thinking about dropping out of university, like after this semester, so dropping out in April, and then I might have completed 3 years of university and joining the military after that. And I know it seems pretty illogical right now at this point. At this point you're probably thinking, well, you've already done 3 years, might as well do another one. Why on earth would you think about dropping out after going through 3 years already, all the money, all the time invested in that? And I've just lately been thinking, you know, kind of what's the point? University, what do you learn at university really? So I'm in criminology and criminal justice, so that's a Bachelor of Arts at Carleton University, and essentially I'm learning about history of crime, models of crime, and then taking some sociology courses as well, psychology courses, some entry law courses. So that's all great, but most of these courses, and the issue I have with university in general right now, I guess, is that I'm learning things during the semester. I'm forcing these things into my brain. Then come exam season, everything goes out of my brain onto the paper, and then it's done. It's gone. I don't think about it for a couple of weeks. I get back to school next semester, and it's like first year all over again. I feel like I still know nothing about the topic, and I have to relearn everything during the semester. And that's, I think, the issue I'm having with university right now, and why I'm thinking this is pretty pointless, because I'm sitting in class, spending money, spending time, and at the end of the day, after the semester's over, I feel like I've learned nothing. The only thing I can say so far for certain that I've learned and that I've retained over the last 3 years is my ability to write papers. So my ability to write papers has gone like from down here, definitely right up to here. So I've been getting a lot better at putting my thoughts on paper, which is, of course, that's important, especially considering I want to be a police officer. Police officers have to write reports. They have to write very accurate reports where they put all their thoughts, everything that happened, on a paper in a legible manner, in a way that someone else is able to understand and read it. So I've gotten a lot better at doing that. But apart from that, I feel like I haven't really learned much at university. It is a great experience. I'm meeting friends. I'm playing a competitive sport, which is great. Partying, of course, is fun and part of every university student's life. But in the end, I don't know if the university experience right now is really what I want to do. So that's why I've been thinking about dropping out, and serving in the military. Now you might say, why would you want to serve in the military? It seems like a very dangerous job. It seems like they don't get paid that well, and it's not necessarily related to what you want to do. As a police officer, you should be looking at social work, really being out in the community, getting involved in the community. The reason I want to join the military, even let's say I finish university, I do all 4 years, I still want to serve a couple of years in the military, because I think it would be a really rewarding job. I think it will be physically demanding, which is what I want from my job in the future. One job I do not want is just to sit at a table all day, head down, and write papers and write reports. And I know that's part of a police officer's life, but they're also out and about in their cars in the streets. So with the military, I know there's a lot of different jobs you can do in the military. Just saying the military does not this one job. If you go on the Canadian Forces website and look at their job listings, it's crazy. They got this huge list of like 50 jobs that you can apply for with a university degree pretty much. And then there's a lot that you also can apply for with just a high school diploma. So what I would want to do is a physically demanding job. So I was thinking the top 3 that I was thinking about right now is 1 military police, 2 armored soldier, or 3 infantry. So military police is because it would be related to my future career. However, to join the military police, you need to at least in Canada have completed a college program like Police Foundations. So that's a 2-year program, and with that you can apply to join military police. I think 3 years at university is kind of an equal, like doing 2 years at university would be the equal of doing this program, so I think I would still be able to apply, but I had to double check that. Armored soldier sounds interesting to me. Those are from what I know, from what I've read online, and I've gone through some forums, is essentially they're the ones driving the reconnaissance vehicles, the tanks, even though I don't know how many of those Canada actually has. I feel like Canada's military compared to the US is a little subpar, but I don't want to offend anyone out there, I just don't know. So I feel like I'll be driving reconnaissance vehicles and firing the big guns on the vehicles, which I think will be a unique experience. You don't need to carry everything on yourself like the infantry does, and you're still out in the field all day. It's so it's still a physically demanding job. And then infantry I thought sounded interesting because that's like really tough. So I feel like from what I've heard, that's the toughest thing you can apply for physically demanding wise. You're the frontline soldier essentially, and you're out there all day fighting the bad guys, even though it's not that simple. It never is. That's another thing I learned from university. What our professors always tell us: think critically about everything. Nothing's that simple. But that would be like the toughest physical job I can do, and I feel like if I manage to get into that, get through basic training, and do a couple years there, holy crap, I think I'd be a different person. I'd be a changed person. That's something else I'd be interested in doing. So why am I am a little skeptical about doing this, and why is that? First of all, and that's a pretty big reason, I have all these wonderful pets. I am mentioning my pets in this video, I lied earlier on. I have my dog, I have my Russian tortoise, I have my snake. The fish and the shrimp, that's something you can sell easily. I can just, give those to the pet store and then tear down the aquariums. That's not really a big issue. But with the dog, obviously, that doesn't work. Same with my tortoise and the snake. So my family could probably watch them like for a few months, but by the time you get through basic training and future training, and I don't know how it works, but I think you end up like spending a whole year just getting trained, and I don't think I can have any pets during that time period, because you're not going to be living in your own place, from what I've heard. So that's a pretty big factor about why I'm skeptical. Why I'm is skeptical a word? Skeptical.
Just saying hi to YouTube.
Okay, well, I'm cutting this part out for sure.
No, you are.
Yes, be quiet. So that's a pretty big reason why I'm skeptical about doing this right now, at least. Another reason, which is also pretty big, is that the way in the day age right now, without a university degree, you're pretty screwed when it comes to finding a job. So sure, I'd have this work experience of a couple years in the military, but let's say I discover, you know what, this is not the job for me, I don't enjoy this, and I opt out and I try to find another job. I'm gonna have a high school education, I'm gonna have a few years of coaching, volunteering here and there, I'm gonna have 3 years at university, but I'm not gonna have a degree. And I think a lot of employers would see that as looking at it, well, he's not dedicated. He dropped out of university. He only did a couple of years in the army. Don't want this guy. So that's another pretty big reason why I think I should finish university first. So that's where I'm at right now. That's what I'm thinking about life right now. And honestly, I've talked to some friends about this, and my family's like super duper against military, which I get. They have their own reasons, and they think finishing school first makes more sense, which is true. And my friends essentially said the same thing. So finish university. You can always go to the military later. You don't need to do it now. You can do it in a year, right? So I think I've decided on sticking with school for now, which is good news for you guys because it means I can make some videos. And right now you should all be going like, woo! Celebrating in the streets because I'm sticking around for a little bit longer. But yeah, that's where I'm at with my life. So that was my first and maybe only attempt at vlogging, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope it gave you a little bit of an insight into my life, because that was the goal, and I want to hear some feedback, what you think. I know it's probably a little bit of a more boring video than usual because there's not a lot of movement, not a lot of cuts. You're kind of seeing the same face with this boring background, which is my room with Patila's horrendous cage over here. So I know it's different, but I just wanted to share this with you guys. I have one more video like this I'm gonna make it right now because I want to get it off my chest, and you're gonna see that tomorrow after this video came up. So I hope you guys like it. I hope you're not gonna be too harsh on me. And I'm gonna be uploading pet videos still. Don't worry about it. Those are still coming up. These vlogs are not gonna affect those, the frequency of pet videos, which is fairly low as is. But I'm rambling on. So with that, I'm gonna say thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this vlog. Gonna do one more. Gonna see how it goes, and I'll see you guys next time.